Alright, gamers, welcome back to yet another Super Mario Any Percent. Oh my goodness. Super Mario Odyssey Any Percent League match here. My name is SMO with Bob Loves Cheese. I am not unmuted in the Discord, so these guys are just not hearing me at all, but that's okay. Bob, how you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. Excited to see this race, as I am for all of them. It's fun.
That's very epic and cool. Dansta, do you think you'll hit 2 DSS, or sorry, 1 DSS?
I hope so. That's why I'm practicing it.
Alright, Dansta's locked in. He has to get DSS or he's banned from CCG events forever.
Let's go.
I mean, I don't know the last time I didn't do it. I always got it, I believe.
Alright, clearly this is gonna happen then. GMan, I saw you practicing reverse people's room. Is that a thing?
No, that's not a thing.
Oh, rip.
I hate that.
It's awful.
Okay, fair. It's a good thing to practice if you hate it. I think that we will start the race though because, yeah, gaming. We both want to ready up and
Indeed.
do
Gamers
DSTA, and then we'll sit here and explain DSTA as if it's a new trick that came out yesterday.
Yeah, and we'll post in chat, and then the bot will do the recursive message, and that'll be the only thing in the chat box until Saren kills the bot.
Ah, yes, the bot that is totally, definitely online, and I definitely did not forget to open. Yeah, good luck, racers. I don't know if they deafened
Good
already.
luck, guys.
Okay, cool.
They're not deafened. Oh, there goes Dansta.
Get out of here, Dansta.
GMan is not deafened. He can hear everything we say. So, oh, he's muted now. He can still hear us. You can talk bad stuff about him. We're just gonna berate him for every single mistake.
That's what I typically do to racers.
Yeah, that's why I signed up to commentate. I don't like this game. I just like bullying people.
It's a good reason to sign up.
Yeah. And you let me come back, so I guess I'm doing something right.
Yeah, we're a bit desperate. I'm kidding. G-Man with the massive stream delay. Let's see if we can wake up the stream here a little bit. As we are living in apparently the 19th century, we no longer have syncing tools because Twitch is such a great website that always supports its users.
The greatest.
I love regressing in terms of technology. It's really cool.
Let's have for everybody's favorite kingdom, Cap Kingdom, where we see the exact same strats in every single race, and exact same movement. Fun kingdom.
I mean, you could say that about any kingdom. Any kingdom, you do the exact same movement every time.
Well, I mean, between the two runners. Well, you might see some different stuff.
I mean, we saw
different movement,
Bugfish go for like the weirdest, like triple jump, wall jump, like lever pull ever. I don't know if I've ever seen that in my whole life. Yesterday,
that is true. Yeah.
And he won the race, so I don't know.
He didn't mean to do that though.
I think it all came down to the Cap Kingdom, honestly, in that race.
Exactly. Yeah.
I thought Dancer was gonna go for this coin rings for a second. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought he was. I thought he was gonna go for the left platform too, where he just skips the little faster jump for no reason. I mean, this is the former Cap Kingdom man himself. He's washed though, so not anymore.
Dansta historically not keeping up with this game very actively. Pretty much only plays every day of his life for the last 5 years, but you know. Other than that, he's not been playing very much.
No.
So we'll see if that rust is going to show here as we head off in the wire to Cascade Kingdom, which I don't know how, but I didn't realize until like a week ago I was playing this game casually. I'm still trying to collect all the moons, and I was in Cap Kingdom, and I was like, whoa, you can see Cascade from here. I had no idea. I don't know how I didn't notice. In like 3 years of running events for this game, I never noticed. You literally see it at the beginning on 2 screens every single time. Anyways, Cascade Kingdom, pretty cool kingdom. Dansta gonna go for DSS because he's Dansta.
see if he gets it. He was bragging about how he hadn't missed it yet, so, you know, commentator's curse, he is going to miss it.
Is that commentator's curse? Player's curse? I don't know.
Ah, somebody's curse.
If there's any, like, I don't know, it definitely felt like a jinx to me.
Yeah, he's in for a miss here. And now he can hear us, he's thinking about it, like, oh, don't mess up, he's gonna overthink and he's gonna miss DSS.
If he just didn't go for it, I think that would have been like the funniest.
So funny. Oh, he got it.
Dansta, you're supposed to bonk on that wall, man. What the heck is that?
He's
And
not
getting
following
ripped
the
up.
script.
Why is
He's going
Dansta so good
rogue.
at DSS? Like, what is this? Why is everybody so scared of DSS and Dansta's just like a monster at it? Is there just some like weird mental community block on this trick or something?
I don't know, because him and Psionic are the only ones that go for it, and neither one of them have missed it in a race yet.
Seems to be like it's like a community thing.
Yeah.
Like everybody's just like collectively decided it's too hard for some reason, and then
Yeah, it's a hive mind of DSS haters.
I mean that's kind of how speedrunning is that everybody's like, oh, this is too hard, this is impossible, and then one person does it, and then like next year like 17 people have done the impossible thing that people said nobody was gonna like ever do ever.
Yeah. I mean that's how people started doing ICC and the triple jump clips.
No, Dansta, you've never missed DSS. Never, not once.
Oh, I see, Dansta. Oh yeah, and according to the handy dandy stat sheet, he is 4 for 6. Well, I know Psionic said he had missed it yesterday, I think. Whenever I saw his race.
That was yesterday, yes.
I don't know days anymore. It's just all one collective period of time.
It does feel like so long ago.
And Dansta got the up warp, so he got to roll instead of cap bouncing.
Yeah, Dansta has already globed, and that's just the power of DSS being shown here.
That is...
GMan hasn't really made like any massive mistakes that I've seen. I don't know if you've seen any mishaps on the Brutal fight. I'm
No,
not sure.
he did mess up the third phase of Madame Brutal.
Okay.
Yeah, he was he didn't get the whatever. He didn't knock the hat off, so he had to go running around.
I'm still chalking it all up to DSS. Anything that goes wrong in this race for GMan, it's because Dansta got DSS. Like GMan dies on mech because Dansta got DSS.
Exactly.
It's karma or something. Oh my gosh, Dansta skipping the action guy there, that was so impressive.
Whoa.
Shouts to Dansta. I do believe GMan also skipped the action guy, so both players, pretty sick. Headed into Sand Kingdom. I believe that Dansta goes for reverse town. I don't know about GMan. Question mark. If only there was some way that I could look at this.
It's not on the stat sheet. I was just about to look.
Oh, really?
Because I guess it's not a trick, it's a route, so it's a little different, I guess.
Yeah, I guess how would you track consistency on reverse down? Like, did
Yeah,
you
'cause, like-
go for reverse down? Yes, you got it. Good job.
Because, like, with a bonk count, I mean, you're still doing the route, you just didn't save time with it. It's a bit tough to track. Ooh, see, like GMan, he would have missed it there for counting bonks.
Okay. Dansta is gaming so far. GMan looking pretty good as well, but is gonna have a little bit of trouble catching up here. You're going against somebody with a 57-52. You've got a 48-45. It's gonna be a bit of a challenge.
48-45? That's crazy.
Or sorry,
It's like
58.
an 8-minute world record.
Yeah. Regardless, we have seen some upsets in this league, which is pretty awesome. I think there was a league that we ran like a year or two ago where like there was like one upset the entire league, and it was like I don't want to say it was boring, but like, can you guys mess up a little bit more than that? Like, come on. I want to see some like ups. I want to see like some people with 58s like dropping like 105s. Like, come on. But yeah, Dansta could definitely drop the ball. He's had some weak performances throughout the tournament for sure. It is possible. It's pretty consistent.
Anything is possible. Yeah.
So we'll see.
Depends on how consistent both players are going to be with all their movement tricks and the like.
I mean, we saw
Something I've seen a lot of people mess up on is the movement to get up to the crate move for platform. I couldn't think of what it's called. That's tricked up a lot of players in the tournament.
I mean, yesterday is a good example, right? We saw at Psionic, a player that's typically very consistent, just have a couple of pretty large pitfalls, and then sometimes it can all just avalanche out of control. As Dansta here takes a little bit of a dive here, going for the platform clip route. Doesn't quite land on that little platform that you're not supposed to land on, so good job, game designers.
Yeah, and that's exactly where I've seen a lot of people mess up. It's so awkward to try to land on. As you said, you're not supposed to be on top of that.
Yeah, Dansta, as you can see, they're having to wait quite a long time for that platform cycle to catch up. So GMan does have a little bit of an opening here if you can get this cycle. Ooh, it's going to be very tight. Alright, nice.
Oh, bullet
Oh,
bill.
yeah.
Oh.
Unfortunate.
And he's going to have damage refill as well.
Kind of a double whammy of fail there for GMan, so not saving time. In fact, probably breaking about even there. I mean, Dansta also did have that fall, so unfortunate. We're headed off to Lake Kingdom. Very cool. Big fan of Lake. It's got Dilly P. It's got Lake
Dilly
Clip.
P Kingdom. Does Dansta go for triple jump? You know?
No clue.
It's difficult to tell on the stat sheet because it loops it all into one category of light clip.
I think most people have been going for triple jump Lake Clip. You know,
Yeah,
at least
'cause
like
it's-
trying it, and then if it fails, you just back up to the normal Lake Clip anyways. Doesn't lose too much.
Yeah, you're just losing the time you took to set it up. There's no like, actual consequences to going for it.
Dansta actually looking like he has pretty poor consistency on Lake Clip so far in the league. The 40%, looks like. But GMan not too well either at the 50%. Everybody kind of like pretty weak on the Lake Clip. The only person with a really strong Lake Clip so far in the event is Danny Geffen with 100%. Everybody else is like 33, 50%. Going for multiple attempts each time, but Dansta getting it pretty solidly there. Probably a little bit to attribute to the triple jump there, because it is a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, because if you do miss the triple jump, then that's a failed attempt. Oh, it looks like GMan got it. I think that shadow looked fine. Oh, never mind. Can't really tell with the capture there, but yeah, if you miss the triple jump light clip, then that's a miss, and then I don't know how is misses constituted on actual light clip. Obviously, like a fake clip would be, but does it count like every cap throw that you take, or I don't understand how.
That's a fantastic question, but I cannot answer because I am not that deep into the stats department.
I saw Matsy on the each reset up. Is that cap throw or each like jump against the wall, like each wall slide?
Are you asking me?
No, Dansta said it in chat. Dansta really helping out the commentators mid race.
Hey, is Dansta
What a
talking
guy.
in chat? Is my chat like having a heart attack?
Well, the chat isn't on screen. I just have the stream open. Each cap throw. Okay.
Yeah, I had it open too. I wasn't even looking for this on-screen chat.
Interesting. Thank you, Dansta. Okay, so yeah, considering that it's just every cap throw, that's not like, having a low there's chat on screen now. Having a low consistency with it is not too bad, because it's not like you're failing it and you're like getting a fake clip, you're going for the roll and it just doesn't work. Just each cap throw, trying to set yourself up in position isn't too bad.
Either way, we are out of Lake, and neither player taking too big of a hit here. Not too surprising. Wooded Kingdom, on the other hand, kind of the first kingdom where you can start taking some pretty massive hits. Lots of empty pits where you can die. You got obviously some deep woods areas. Nut Clip can have a lot of trouble causing places as well. Fail the out of bounds moon if you fail the clip itself. You can even deep woods on Nut Clip, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Just a lot of difficult movement, even taking out all the fancy tricks and all that. It's a tough kingdom.
So Dansta going to be the first player to approach Nut Clip here. Nice, getting out of bounds.
Very nice.
I've learned to keep my mouth shut when someone's getting Nut Clip, because every time I said that looks good, they always fail, and then I look like an idiot, and then I also feel bad. So I just don't open my mouth anymore, especially considering I have never actually done Nut Clip, so my opinion is incredibly invalid.
You gotta learn.
Yeah, I need to learn this game at some point.
Oh, GMan. Oh, that... I don't know how that worked. He was so far away from the wall, and then he clipped back in bounds.
Yeah, that is... Believe it or not, not what... Believe it or not, that is not what is supposed to happen.
It was weird because he did his first backflip to break the nut when he's not touching the wall. And then his second backflip, I guess he got in position. I don't really know how that worked. I'm gonna be entirely honest. Dansta deciding to grab onto the rail. We still got the triple on the fence. That's a pretty good backup.
Yeah, so GMan getting his first Nut Clip miss of the tournament as Dansta bonks on the railing, gonna take a death here.
He did get the checkpoint, I believe.
Yeah, I think players have finally listened to the commentators. There was a time when nobody was getting the checkpoint. Like, people were like actively avoiding the checkpoint. Like, they'd be in like a direct line between the checkpoint and where they wanted to go, and they would like veer off and be like, oh no bro, I gotta get this vector in, man, like, you don't understand. And then they would just like die, and then I would berate them on commentary for like 5 minutes of the whole VOD, and then I think at some point people are just like, oh yeah, okay, maybe we should get the checkpoint.
GMan opting to not get the checkpoint.
Yeah, but he is getting the
Oh yeah, he's got the... That's right, that's right.
So...
I realized once he killed the piranha, anyway, that's not the route.
Yeah, definitely a lot more fair to skip the checkpoint, but at the same time, if he dies where Dansta died, then that would be an absolute travesty. But looks like we're going to take the safety bonk on the corner. Quick little line up there, so GMan's going to be just fine.
Now, hypothetically, if he does die, he will respawn here regardless.
Oh wait, does Wooded out of bounds? That's different than Nut Clip, I didn't realize.
What do you mean?
On
yeah,
the
well, because he didn't get...
There's Wooded out of bounds, and then there's Nut Clip.
Oh, I see. I guess one's the actual clip and one's getting the moon without...
I'm actually shocked that GMan's Wooded out of bounds is 25%.
Wow. That's tough.
I'm having some rough times in Wooded, it seems like, throughout the league so far, but yeah, setting a flood of pipes here. See what the strategy is. Probably no clippage going on in here, but it is an option.
He is going for the faster cycle, though. I don't know which of the two faster cycles. So many cycles. Okay, he's going for the... Oh. He attempted the slower, faster cycle. It's so good, because there's the really fast one, there's the not as fast one, but it's still faster than normal, and then there's the normal cycle. and then of course you can do pipes clip, but if you miss pipes clip, then you're just gonna do the normal cycle. But you've got the fast movement at the start. It is so many different variations to keep track of. GMan looks like he's going for the normal cycle.
I think GMan's a little bit shaken up from this wooded here so far. Hopefully going to be able to keep himself relatively composed though and garner his inner self as we head into the later parts of the run.
Yeah, we get a nice break here until we get to Lost Kingdom.
Man, how these guys do Cloud, I don't think that I would personally call it a break. I mean, they're like bouncing off the clouds and going for like fast hats and getting the Luigi hint art and stuff. Like, I don't know.
I mean, compared to the rest of the run, this is a break Kingdom, just because it's short. But you've got your Cloud boost. That's a bit tough. That could lead to some problem. And then you got the Luigi hint art. Other than that,
even the fast hats are pretty tough. I don't know. I know that you run this game pretty consistently or whatever, but like fast hats are hard. Man.
Fast hats are, well, for these runners, fast hats should not be hard except for the second one because you've got the triple jump. But like the first and third phases should be unlocked for these players because that has not changed since pretty much they learned fast hats. I don't think there's been any variation. As far as I know. Well, and maybe the first one. And you might do a tiny bit different movement. Like, see, there's a double jump from GMan. I know you can do a long jump as well. It's all the same.
Alright, we are into Lost. GMan missing the Luigi hint art there, but should be okay. So we should get this triple jump. And it does nab it look like a really late grab there, but it does work. But Lost has been claiming lives recently in the tournament, so we'll see what happens.
Oh, yeah. It's just so unforgiving. You take one death, and that's going to lose you minimum 20 seconds if you're lucky. It's got the butterfly moon very nicely. Didn't take a death there. It's a very easy place to die.
One thing that's really hard for me, like, trying to, like, learn actual proper strats for this game is the idea of, like, turning your camera the opposite way of where you want to go when you grab a move. And it's, like, such a weird thing that you do in this game. Where it's like,
yeah, it is
I want to look away from where I want to go.
See, I found myself, because it's a tiny bit more difficult. It's almost like you have to... you kind of influence your stick movement when you're diving afterwards, because otherwise you can accidentally hold back when you center the camera. And I find myself accidentally center the camera like these runners do when I don't mean to, and then I've dove off into the poison doing that before. But yeah, it saves a cap throw if you do it properly. It's like 0.2.
Yeah, Dansta making that kingdom look pretty easy though. Definitely cruising through it.
Yeah, that was very, very clean Lost.
GMan having a little bit of hiccups here and there, but, you know, we haven't died yet, so... That is good. I was a little bit scared after I said that and he was jumping off towards the poison jam. But
yeah, I wasn't going to say anything, but I was thinking the same thing. The dive looked a little bit sketchy there from GMan at the end. Almost looked like he was going to overshoot, but he didn't. See what the difference between these two runners is looking to be It's about 40 seconds going into Lost. I don't know what GMan's exit is yet. Probably going to be around the same, maybe a bit more. Maybe 45-ish at most. 44, I was very close.
Sorry, I'm in here like looking at the stat sheet, just like looking in tabs that I don't even know what they do, just pressing buttons. Probably breaking something somehow, but I like don't even understand how Matza makes these even work. Like, how do I go on here and I like change stuff and other people can't see me changing stuff? How does that even work?
I think people can see you changing stuff. Like, cause I could change. I don't know what you're referring to, but like on the head-to-head, I could change the player, and we would both see player. I'd change it too. I think.
No, I don't think you can change the player, can you?
I got Dansta versus Dansta right now.
Wait, you can change it? Okay, that shouldn't be that way. Anyways,
well, it's cause yeah, you don't, or it's open permission, so I could edit the page if I wanted to. I don't know if I should be broadcasting this. Actually, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Where's GMan? Where is GMan? There he is. Okay, nothing happened. Yeah, I don't know if the permissions are intended to be like that, but that's how they are. GMan having a good bit of trouble in this city hall. Okay, he just gave up with the wall jumps, decided to climb up the pole himself. As we see Dansta go for his wiggler pattern, see what he's got. I don't know the pattern, I just pretend to know the patterns.
He got the circle pattern.
That was the wiggly worm, I believe, is the official name.
Circular. This isn't too far off, though. I mean, we've been talking about how GMan has been, you know, coming up a little bit short compared to Dansta and all these kingdoms, but he's just one Wiggler cycle behind here, so it's not that huge of a difference. You know, if we have some sort of a catastrophic failure from Dansta, it'll definitely even things up, or GMan might even be in the lead, and we've already seen Dansta take one death, so...
Oh, I see how the sheet works. Okay, yeah. Dansta said I knew all the red cells you could interact with, but all the other cells are protected. So I can't. I was gonna try to like type a high in one of the random empty cells, but it's a protected cell, so I can't do that.
Wait, can I do that?
I'd imagine if anybody here has permissions, it would be you.
I'm not allowed to. I'm not trusted. Probably a good thing. I don't know how to use Sheets. Whenever I have to like do anything in Google Sheets, that's not just like type text into a box. I just DM Matza and I'm like, can you help me with Google Sheets, Peepo Shy?
He's definitely the person to ask. He knows so much about Google Sheets. It's insane.
Alright, so slots for Dansta. Surely we'll get it first try. Then on to the bullet building.
Gambling his life away.
I miss the days where Scoot Clip was like so hype. It's like, oh my gosh, they got Scoot Clip. That was so cool.
Yeah. And now it's just like, well, I mean, of course they did. Like,
of course they got drive-by. Like, what are you talking about?
Ooh, it's even got the really nice pole dram there. And Dansta looks like he's going for the fast Willowbill cycle. Yet another sub-area with like 3 different variations. There's fast, faster, and normal. GMan dancing around what was it? Great, that's the thing. Or or whatever that thing's called. The metal box thing.
Girder.
Girder. I knew great wasn't right, but I knew it started with a G. This is why I keep you around, Saren.
Yay. Oh, G-Man, you got this, dude. Just bank on Dansta having a fail. I mean, just remember, Dansta probably had the most resets in the LTA of anybody. So
It is true.
surely that means that he's all washed and rusty and can't finish a run.
Exactly. Dansta, as we all know, is very washed.
In reality, though, I mean, like we saw yesterday, anybody can just completely melt down, and it just becomes a
Yeah, absolutely.
disaster. So just bank on Dance to Disaster. That's all you gotta do. I think
He had a bit of awkward movement there in the bullet building, but he got the cycle and kept the bullet bill alive.
yeah, I was gonna say this league has been like a really good showing of like literally anybody could beat anyone. Like there's been races where I like show up to restream it, I'm like, oh, this one's on wraps, you know, it's like hasn't even started yet. We're like in the pregame, it's just like, oh, GG, and then all of a sudden the person with a 3-minute better PB has lost, and it's like lost. It's like we're not even that far in, and it's already like, how are they gonna recover?
Yeah, it doesn't take a lot, like, you know, because we saw in the race with Psionic and Bugfish yesterday, like, you know, one really meltdown kingdom, and that could just be wraps for the end of the race. Like, it could happen in a lot of places.
Yeah, because I mean we've been talking about how Dansta is just like slightly faster everywhere, right? Than GMan. Just has a little bit more experience, has a little bit faster PB, a little bit better strats. But if Dansta makes that one critical mistake, it's not like GMan's gonna be like slowly crawling up from behind. Like GMan's still going really fast, and GMan's not gonna suddenly like just stop playing really fast if Dansta makes a mistake, or at least he shouldn't. I have seen that before, where a player like gains the lead and then they're like, oh, I'm in the lead, I can be comfy now, and then they kind of go slower, and then it's like, oh, now you're gonna lose. I don't know, I like speedrun racing, it's cool, that's why I'm here.
It is fun.
Everybody's been talking about this weird live time attack format lately. I don't know, I think it's kind of cringe. I would never host a tournament like that personally.
That's true. I would never watch or commentate a tournament like that either.
Yeah. There can only be one tournament. That's what I've learned recently, is there has to be one superior tournament format, and you can't like both. It's not allowed. One has to be both.
No, yeah, you gotta pick one.
That being said, make sure you tune into the Live Time Attack Community Clash tournaments this Saturday and Sunday on the Cool Cat Gang at, what is it, 4 p.m.? No, 2 p.m. UTC.
2 p.m.
Each
UTC,
day.
yeah.
Very cool.
I know the time.
It's 4 p.m. Central European Time, okay?
Yeah, I know what time it is in my time zone. It's 9 p.m. CST. if anybody lives in Central.
Nobody lives in Central.
I do. It's just me.
It's just Bob.
The one guy in the
out
entire
in the forest,
time zone.
painting happy little trees and playing Mario.
Yep.
Eating cheese, apparently. So G-Man here, ending Shiveria, the happiest place on Earth, as Dansta is clearing out the Blowy Joey room.
Did I say 9 p.m. Dansta? I apparently I don't even know my own time zone. I did mean 9 a.m. Yeah, it's p.m. in the European time zone, and then also p.m. in the American time zone.
Wait, it's not even 9 a.m. there. Is it?
What, in Central?
Yeah.
It's 9. It started at 9 this past week, unless they've changed the time zone since then.
I'm so confused.
Because it's a 5-hour difference from UTC and
Isn't it like noon there? Am I dumb?
noon. What? Well, right now it's about to be 1 for me. I'm talking about when the thing starts.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about like the time right now. I'm like, what?
No.
Okay. Fair.
Yeah, because Dansta was correcting my own time for when I said the LTA was gonna start. It's got Snowdram. Still quite a big difference between the two runners, but as we said, yeah, we could see a meltdown from Dansta and Kingdom to have GMan, close in the gap, or maybe not. We'll have to see. I'd imagine Luncheon will be the Kingdom to watch for, because with with those Spureless route and all that kind of stuff, a lot of things can go wrong there. Yeah, both runners do go for Spiritless Luncheon.
It seems like everybody and their mother in this league is going for Spiritless Luncheon.
The only one who I haven't seen is Bugfish.
Come on, Bugfish, what are you doing?
Yeah, next year the league is gonna make it mandatory to do Spiritless Luncheon.
Yeah, that lead is slowly creeping up for Dansta starting out in Cascade. It was 18 seconds, and Wooded is 41 seconds, and now it's up to a minute. So, doors are quickly closing for GMan as Dansta is losing a little bit of time, having to sink down to the bottom there, not quite grabbing that capture. Maybe inspired by Anime to stop capturing everything he sees, but guess not. Oh, missing fish dip.
Fish dip. That's an opportunity for GMan right here. You can capitalize on that.
Yeah, that's not terribly insignificant, although GMan did have a little bit of a wonky ground pound there, but definitely a less significant time loss than a missed fish dip if GMan can convert on that.
That was Dance's first fish dip miss of the tournament. Just 4 for 4 before today. GMan doesn't have great consistency with it. He's been 1 for 3 so far.
4 for 4. This stream definitely sponsored by Wendy's. Go grab a biggie bag.
Yeah, use promo code CoolCatGang for 20% off your order.
That was the plugs I was talking about in the pregame. You know, I'm handling them all.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I've been trying to talk to the commentators about is we can do plugs. Plugs are fantastic. I appreciate people doing plugs. When we do plugs for like 2 minutes straight, like I want to mute the stream, man. Like we can't be doing that. I can't stand that. I'm losing my mind in here. I'm in the back room just like hovering over the mute button on the commentators. Dansta getting really nerdy in the chat. Actually, it was 4 for 4 before this event, but now, after I've missed it, it's 4 for 5. I'm glad Dansta is here to correct us. Or, I'm sorry, Daniel.
Daniel. Yeah, I don't know who Dansta is. It's just this Daniel guy in chat. There's one point in the LTA where Dansta said like he was hoping for, or he said something about VGR like to not beat him because he wanted to stay in, and somebody didn't realize that was Dansta. They thought it was just some random chatter, like making jokes. GMan very close to clipping back in. Frankly, I don't know how he didn't, but he made it.
Alright, it's time for some not spirit action. Very cool. Easy jump done.
It's funny how in both kingdoms that you would fight Spirit in, you get very close just to avoid him.
Yeah, I mean, I would personally avoid Spirit too. He's kind of disgusting. His entire, like, character design is just, he throws up all over the place. Like,
no one wants to see that.
And they put him in Luncheon Kingdom, like, what the heck?
Yeah, he had too much Pepto-Bismol.
Not enough, maybe.
Maybe.
I feel like I say this every time I'm on commentary and I'm in Luncheon, but everything in Luncheon looks absolutely vile. Anybody who says that it looks delicious is, like, completely confused.
Yeah. No, I think I can agree with you on that. I don't think I could want to eat any of this stuff.
The food in town looks like paper mache. Like there's Pepto-Bismol lakes. The soup looks like, I don't know, flavorless potato unseasoned soup.
You see the tomatoes running around? Like those don't look like they're well to eat.
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, the like tomato dudes are probably like the most appetizing object in the stage, but I definitely wouldn't be eating them either. As Dansta is flying through the flickin' forks room. Kinda ballin'. GMan doing pretty well as well. Had a little bit of a bonk there right after Spiritless, but we have made it through and onto the slot spoon. Unfortunately, unable to make up the time in Seaside there, which is...
Ooh.
Oh.
I don't know what happened there. They really just threw Gappy instead of getting a spin throw. I'm assuming that might have been MCCT he got on accident.
A who?
Who?
I don't know what that means.
An MCCT?
Yeah, I have no idea what that is.
A motion controlled cap throw.
Oh, okay. I've never heard that abbreviation.
Have you never heard that before?
I don't know.
Saren is revealing that he doesn't actually know anything about the game.
Wow.
Well, it's an MCCT. It's like when you try to do a down throw on Procons. It's pretty much the same movement of the controller, and you just get a regular cap throw, except you gain a tiny bit more height when you bounce off of it, and let's see the difference. I think you can shake to home in like frames earlier. It's technically optimal to do like an MCCT everywhere, I'm pretty sure, but you know, eventually you're gonna screw up and get a spin throw or something. I don't know, I could be talking nonsense. I'm sure Dansta is about to correct me on something I've
actually, it's not
horribly
optimal to do. Dansta's too busy doing Invisiblock jump here. Very nice.
Doesn't even do rainbow spinless. Leave. Oh, and as he walks on the platform.
I like this room a lot.
Very cool sub area. It is so awful casually though. I remember this taking me forever because I didn't know how to move the Potaboo. Because it's so easy to just slip off the little Pepto-Bismol platforms. Okay, well, I think they're optimal in some places. I don't know. I think because well, in BTT, I think. 'Cause I think you like can throw them a frame earlier. I know. I think you somehow you can save a frame with them by using them, is what I've heard in the BTT Discord. But I could be very wrong. And there's also a chance it's not optimal everywhere and just in certain scenarios. But I'm like 60% sure they might be optimal in some places.
I'm 60% sure it might be optimal in some places.
Hey, I gotta cover my back
2023. Oh no, G-Man.
Oh, G-Man. Yeah, I knew the fish capture one dance. So you can home in with it very, very slightly faster. Oh, and G-Man didn't get a roll cancel there. Just decided to take a dip in the Pepto-Bismol.
I don't know if I'd personally take a dip in Pepto-Bismol.
Sounds like a really hazardous thing to your health.
I don't think it would be that bad. I mean, you're not ingesting it. It's not like it's like caustic.
I think you're like inhaling it though, like if you're being that close to it.
I mean, if somebody came up to you and they were like, "Hey, I got a pool full of Pepto-Bismol. I don't know, maybe I'd like take a dip. I don't know. I mean, it'd be a good life experience."
Yeah, just to say, use it as a fun fact on commentary at some point.
Yeah, you go to a party, everybody's telling stories, you know. I don't know. Alright, we are now in Ruined Kingdom, which I refuse to do plugs in because this is probably the most intricate kingdom in the entire game. Probably the most important kingdom in terms of movement and skill. So as you see here, Dansta's going to be pulling swords out of the dragon's head. Oh, taking a bonk there. Oh my goodness. Suboptimal ruined. Points removed from Dansta.
See, it is the most important kingdom in terms of movement because you can freestyle, and that's really a flex on how good your movement is to other players.
Pepto-Bismol is this like really crappy quote-unquote medicine that people buy and they like drink it when they have an upset stomach or like heartburn or something, and then it does nothing, and then they're like, "Oh, I feel better," and it tastes like liquid, like crappy cheap bubble gum.
Yeah, and it looks exactly the same as the lava in Luncha Kingdom. It's pink.
Yeah, it's the same color. And it's also like really thick and awful.
Yeah. G-Man contemplating jumping off the side of Ruined Kingdom, but decides against it.
Hopefully not. I don't think we're in that dire of a situation. G-Man's been playing pretty good, I would have to say. Maybe not as well as you would be hoping, and I mean, Dansta's definitely outpacing him, but like...
Yeah, but Dansta's also outpacing G-Man's PB, which there's not a whole lot he could do about that.
Yeah, 58.29 BPT for Dansta. Kind of cracked.
That's a weird terrain bounce there.
Is it Shirane? I keep hearing Shirane. I thought it was Shirane.
It's I don't know where the word comes from, so I can't actually say how it's supposed to be pronounced, but I've heard both. I first heard Shirane, so that's how I've always pronounced it. But I don't think anybody would say you're incorrect by pronouncing it either way. But yeah, I have zero clue where that name came from. just existed one day. Ah. Interesting.
I definitely don't think it's charade. I don't think I've ever heard any Japanese word or name pronounced in that manner, but maybe.
No, what's this is Japanese? Like it's definitely Shirane, but I'm not gonna change my ways.
Charade.
I've been saying it that way for too long.
Oh, look at that charade bounce there from Dansta. Dansta getting the bird. Shameful.
He woke the bird. No. And then he smacked the other one for good measure.
Dansta on his way up to bunnies here. GMan, I believe, just defeated the ogre, correct? Question mark? Probably.
That is correct. Question mark, exclamation mark.
Epic.
Nice. We saw Dansta get the Sora Bomba. It's a cool trick that I don't understand.
So basically, the game gets confused, and there's
Whoa.
bombs, and Harriet takes damage. That's all
There
I
we
know.
go. That's all you need to know.
Probably the game is something you have to think of like a bus station, and there's buses coming to the station every 15 seconds or something.
Now I understand. Now that clears up all my questions.
Perfect. Oh god,
Ooh, G-Man.
that was
Looked like
terrifying.
he did get Bowser Dram, so he was able to survive, but a bit unfortunate there.
Yeah, just a lot of unlucky breaks for GMan in this run. It happens. I think it's honestly just all mind games from Dansta. The match was originally scheduled for like 3 or 4 hours from now, and then Dansta was like, oh man, I'm really worried about this match versus GMan. I gotta do something. So then he decided to reschedule the match, ruin the commentary schedule, and put GMan on ice, you know, ice the player.
Exactly.
I don't know. Might have to investigate this. I feel like that little Pokio flick. I feel like that's relatively new, but maybe
Yeah,
I'm
that
wrong.
is pretty new. Well, I don't know how long it's been known about. I just know people haven't done it till recently, and I had never heard of it before. I saw Tyrone do it one day. So I thought he had accidentally fallen and just managed to save it, but he had 0 reaction. I'm like, oh, that's probably intended then.
Tyrone's never fallen unintentionally. Come on.
That's true. He's never missed a single trick. He's never gotten a time any lower or any higher than a 56-minute time. He's just that good.
True.
Very nice mech fight from Dansta. Best fight in the game.
Dansta rolling out of the mech fight here. As GMan is not even yet into the fight, so the door's quickly closing around GMan here as Moon Kingdom is just a short flight away for Dansta.
Funnily enough there, GMan did save a tiny bit of time there in the bunny split over Dansta. I mean, it was like 0.4 seconds, but he did save time. What's the cooler Pokio strat? What, the side poke thing that's in BTT? Or is that not what you're talking about? I think I don't remember any Pokio strat unless that is what he's talking about. Oh, actually, there might be like a really, really old Pokio strat that I vaguely remember. The side poke, yeah. Didn't you do? Or not you? Didn't like people do that like in the Nicro days? Isn't that when they did something like that? I seem to remember a clip of Nicro doing it, but I could just be imagining it. I don't know, I've got a large database of various Mario fun facts and clips all stored in my brain, and I'm running out of storage. They're all mixing together.
Gaming.
Very, very nice. Question here is, will Dansta get 2 DSS? According to the stat sheet, it looks like he is very likely to go for it, but will he manage to get it?
Yeah,
he's got some leeway here, so I'd imagine he's not scared to go for it in this race.
Yeah, he's been going for it pretty frequently. I'm convinced that it's because he went for it one time, and then I called him toxic for going for it, and now he's just going for it every time to pretend that he's not toxic. Yeah, he's just trying to prove that he's not toxic, or like convince us that he's not toxic. But we all know Dansta's most toxic community member.
Exactly.
Surprised he was able to dodge those tail spins there. I wasn't expecting those. Bowser just busting out all the strats here trying to take him out. Sometimes this Bowser fight seems a little bit too easy when you're just like watching as a spectator, but then I remember that Super Mario Sunshine's Bowser fight exists, and then I'm very thankful that it's just a little bit deeper than just ground pounding some buttons.
Yeah, because the hard part of Sunshine is before the boss. You get the... I don't even remember what that area is called. The mountain. Verona Mountain. I was gonna say, I think Serena Mountain, but that's not
Serena
right.
Beach? Come on.
Yeah, well, I played the game. I played the game like once.
Okay, fair.
I didn't even beat the game. I got stuck in that stupid boat in Corona Mountain. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing this. Dude, GMan, that's like the first fast pad. G-Man also on low battery.
Oh no.
See if his controller can survive to the end of the race.
Oh wow, that was probably the most like
Wow.
phoned in 2DSS attempt I've seen from Dansta so far this league. Literally like didn't even like get the first like jump, and then it was just like, all right, I'm going to the pipe.
Yeah, he landed right in front of the pipe and just turned
See,
around.
that just proves
like,
how
nah.
non-toxic Dansta is. He went for one 2DSS attempt, messed it up, and then immediately went for the pipe, even though he could have gone for more. Respect.
There you go, Dansta. He wasn't greedy. He didn't pull a Goryuya.
I'm just bullying him. There was one race like a year ago where he went for 2DSS like 8 times in a row, and his opponent was like starting to catch up, and it was like, dude, come on, like just go. He's like, no, I got it. It's fine. We are here in the cat jam sequence. Dansta annihilating some pillars. Pretty much guaranteed the win as long as we don't fall off. It is possible. I have seen it, but Dansta's a seasoned runner.
Surely he won't fall.
The chat is just going crazy with the cat jams right now. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
That's,
All over the place.
holy moly. Overflowing in the chat with cat jams. I love that. Dansta's going to close things out with a 58 in a race, which is pretty killer.
Yeah. 58 is he synced with the stream is the question.
Maybe. He is.
Yep, 58.
Wow.
58.805. Look at that.
Wowzers. Ah, that's fair.
Oh, so Dansta was greedy. He wanted another 58. Oh, G-Man teasing a 2DSS attempt there.
I think he kind of messed up the approach and then was just like, screw it.
Yeah, because it looked like he was going to get a triple jump off the block instead of the double.
Which I appreciate, because sometimes players get tilted when they're like, when they've lost a race, and then they just like go for stuff at the end of the game for like 10 minutes, and we're just like sitting here like, bro, come on, like, come on. Especially when there's like another race coming up afterwards, and it's just like, bro, come on, dude.
Yeah, because we started like 15 minutes late or something. Something like
Yeah,
that.
I mean, we don't have another match coming up after this. We got like a 4-hour break, so.
Did we not? Okay.
If GMan wants to go for 2DSS for 4 hours, he is welcome to do it.
Yeah, something tells me I will not stay here for that, actually.
What? Did you hear about the hey there cool 2DSS incident?
No, I might have. What did he do?
I can't remember. I think it was during the World Peace Tournament. And I had Dilly P, I think, on comms with me, and hey there just like went for 2DSS like for 45 minutes. And just like, he just kept missing it and kept going for it. And we were just sitting there like talking about it. And he's just like, alright, I'm gonna order a pizza. So then we had a chat prediction that was like, will Dilly P's pizza arrive or will stay there and get 2DSS first?
That definitely sounds like a hey there thing to do in a race. G-Man now wanted to keep the game open for an extra second.
Yeah, gotta close
Getting
the
out of
software.
there.
Very important.
1:52, I think. 48 on his splits.
Yep, that was a 48. That was true and
About-
accurate.
About a minute 50 difference.
Why does it say
apparently
Dansta didn't
did not
finish?
finish.
It's kind of, I don't know what happened. Like, okay, it's not me. It's okay. It's me. It was me.
Oh, there it is.
Anyways, Super Mario Odyssey, any percent, professional leagues, very cool. Dansta, you won the game.
Yeah, I did, I think.
Good job. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks.
So how do you feel about your race? Do you feel like that was something monumental that will change your life forever?
Absolutely. No. But it's stupid. 12 in sand, 35 in wooded, 13 in
What? You
seaside,
lost
14
time in a speedrun race? You did not, dude.
14
Say it
in bunnies
isn't
and
so.
11 in
Oh
moons.
my god.
Then
That's-
average Mario speedrunner listing the time losses in every split.
Yeah, of course.
After our
No,
race.
I only listed the ones more than 10 seconds.
I've literally never even looked at that ever. Like, finished a race and then been like, what? Where did I lose time?
Yeah,
No,
let me make sure the
no,
commentators know.
I've literally never done that.
No, but wooded
I died to that twice in a row now, also against Pajulu. I don't know why. I grabbed the checkpoint both times, but both times by accident. So.
See, this is why you should go for it intentionally.
Yeah, no, I just shouldn't grab it because then I don't die.
Oh, yeah, maybe that's the curse.
Yeah.
True. GMan, how you feeling?
I feel really good. That was a perfect run. I didn't lose any time.
Let's go.
I'm so happy with myself.
Hell yeah.
That was just such a good
See,
run.
that's how you do an interview, Dansta.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
peaked. I peaked.
Mm-hmm. I can hear some kind of irony there, but I'm not sure.
Dansta turning
No.
off his stream before the
No.
credits are over and the stream is still on. You
I'm
love to
just
see
so
it.
happy.
Bro, you're not even broadcasting it.
What? What do
For
you
me,
mean?
like you're on match results.
Yeah, I'm using your audio. Come on, man.
This is weird.
Did you even read the streaming rules? Come on, Dansta.
Ah, damn it.
Tournament organizer doesn't even follow the rules. Setting a great example here.
Yeah, I know.
I suppose we should take a look at the standings or something, right? That's what we do. SMO League. There's
I think you two just swap positions.
It's
I don't know
not.
how tiebreaker
It's not
stuff
updated. It's not updated. I'm at 32 now. After that, and GMan's 2-2. I'm not sure which is ahead at that point. I think I am, because right now, like GMan was ahead with 2-1 to me with 2-2.
Yeah, you two switch positions. I guess it's not a tiebreaker because technically, Danny and Odyssey guy have a better win percentage than you, even though you've won more games. So, yeah.
I don't know if that's how it works. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'd assume it go win percentage, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean GMan dropped in the match, but still looking pretty strong in the group. Having to go in against Pajulu coming up. and
As I
White
said
Rom.
earlier, this is all so close.
Yeah,
in our group.
I think all these matches are winnable for GMan. What are your matches looking like? You got to play Danny still, and
Yeah,
Odyssey
I think
guy.
I have all of my like really hard matches out of the way, which is I think just like Dansta and VGR. I think I feel pretty good about everything else.
I have Danny Geffen and Odyssey guy left.
Gonna have to keep an eye on Group B. Gonna have to keep an eye on all the groups. But yeah, I think we're gonna sign off here because we have like a 12-hour break. Thank you, Dansta. And then
No
we'll be
problem.
back in like what 1, 2, 3, 4 hours with Danny Geffen versus VGR at 10:30 p.m. UTC. So be there or something. Goodbye.
Or be
Bye.
square.